Summative exam 2 review. Question number 1. Use the roster method to write the given set. Enter empty for the empty set. The set of negative integers greater than -6. So one of the things we have to make sure we understand is what is an integer. So an integer is the set of all the negative numbers 0, 1, 2, and 3. So for this problem, they want us to look at the negative integers, and it's also greater than -6. So integers greater than -6 would be -5, -4, -3, -2, and -1. So these are the integers that are negative that are greater than -6. And then also make sure that number 2, write a word description of the set 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So you want to ask yourself what set would describe these numbers best. So remember, we also have the natural numbers, and the natural numbers go from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. The whole numbers start at 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, so for this problem, notice that all of these numbers are odd. And so we can say that this represents the set of all odd natural numbers, and this is only going up to 9, so we can say the set of all odd natural numbers less than 11. Number 3, determine whether the statement is true or false. If the statement is false, give a reason. Okay, so here we need to know what this symbol means. This is equivalent. And what equivalent means is that the two sets have the same number of elements. So if we look at this set, we have 1, 2, 3 things. And over here we have 1, 2, 3. So they have the same number of elements. So this is going to be true. So my answer would be letter D. Use set builder notation to write the following set. So here, if we notice, these numbers are your natural numbers. And so the symbol we use for natural numbers is n. And then we can also see that these numbers go up to 12. If we look at our answers here, this is telling us that x is an element of the natural numbers and it's less than 12. Well, 12 is included, so this is not going to work. If we have greater than 1, this is true, but it doesn't stop at 12. Greater than 1 means that it goes forever, so we're going to cancel that out. Greater than 0, 0 is not a natural number. And the last one here, x is an element of the natural numbers, and x is less than 13. So that describes this set. So my answer would be letter E. Find the cardinality of the following set. So cardinality means how many elements are in the set. Okay, so we need to count how many elements are in this set. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the cardinality is 8. Now sometimes they want us to write our answer as follows. so lowercase n. So this just means cardinality. State whether the given pair of sets are equal, equivalent, both, or neither. So equal means they have to have the exact same number of elements and they have to be the same elements. Equivalent means that they have to have the same number of elements. And so if we look at this problem, we have 2, 3, 7, Roman numeral 2, Roman numeral 3, and Roman numeral 7. So this has 3 elements, this has 3 elements. So we know that the sets are equivalent. They're not going to be equal because these are Roman numerals. This is just regular numbers here. So my answer for this is going to be equivalent. Okay, find the complement of the set given u equals this number. Enter your answers as comma separated lists. So they give us this set and we want to find the complement. So the complement is going to be everything that is not in this set that is in the universal set. So here I have number 2. So let's start with the universal set. So 0 is not in the given set right here. So 0 is going to be part of our complement. 1 is not in this set either. So 1 is part of our complement. 2 is here. 3 is not. 4 is part of the set. 5 is not part of the set. 6 is in the set. 7 is in the set. And 8 is not in the set. So this is going to be your complement. Number 8, insert either the subset or the not a proper subset. Okay, so subset means that everything that's in this set is also in this set. Okay, so if we check, A is in here and it's in here. B is in here, B is in here. C is in here, C is in here. D is here and D is here. So all of these elements are in here. So we can say that this is a subset. Number 9, let U equals PQRST, D equals PRST, E is Q and S, F is R and S, and G is S. Determine whether the statement is true or false. So this symbol means proper subset. And proper subset means that it is a subset. So proper subset means that this set has at least one element that's not part of F. Okay, so here F is R and S, and D is P, R, S, and T. So first is R in this set, and this set, yes. Is S in this set, and this set, yes. Does this have at least one element that is not in this set? And the answer is yes. So this is going to be true. If you look at 8, that would also be a proper subset. So it could be a subset and a proper subset. Okay, for the next one, we're going to need to find the complement. So that's everything that is not in D that is in the universal. So P is not in D, Q is in D, R is in D, S and T are in D. So that would be my answer for D complement. And we want to know, is it a proper subset of E? E is Q and P. Okay, so you want to ask yourself, is P inside of this set? Yes. And does this have at least one element that is not in this set? And that is true. Find the number of subsets of the given set. Before we do that, let's say you had this set and you have a proper subset of this set. Okay, so this set here has P and this one has P, but this one does not have an extra element, so this would be false. This is actually a subset of each other, but it's not a proper subset. So find the number of subsets. The way to do that is we're going to use 2 to the n, where n is the number of elements. So in this example, we're going to have 2. You have 3 items in here. So this would be 2 cubed. So 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2, which is going to be 8. Okay, next one, number 12. Let U equals this set, these numbers. A is 2, 4, 6, B is 1, 2, 5, 8, and C is 1, 3, 7. So this symbol means union. And what that means is we're going to put all the elements of A, which is 2, 4, 6, and all the elements of B, which is 1, 2 I already have here, 5, and 8. Okay, so the next one, you want to do what's in parentheses first. So first, let's go ahead and write down what A is, 2, 4, 6, and then union B, which is 1, 2, 5, 8, and all of that is in parentheses. So now if I look at the union, that means to put together. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And I'm taking the complement of this. So that's going to be equal to everything that's in the universal, but not in this set. So 1 is here, 1 is here. 2 is in the universal, 2 is in the set. 3 is not in this set, so that's going to be part of our answer. 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. So this would be our answer. Okay, the next one we have A. So we have 4, 6, and 2 intersected with B, 7, 6, 1, 2, intersected with C, 5, 3, and 1. So if I look at this set and this symbol means intersection, which is what do they have in common? So this set here and this set here have 1 in common. And we still have this side intersected with 4, 6, and 2. So if we look at this set and this set, they have nothing in common. So we can write our answer as an empty set. So you can use this symbol, or if it's asking you to write the word out, then we would say empty set. Okay, 15. Find the following. So here we're going to have A, 2, 4, 6, union with B, 1, 2, 5, 8, intersected with B, 1, 2, 5, 8, union with C complement. So we need to find C complement. So we have a 1, we have a 1, 2 is missing, 3 is there, 3 is there, 4 is missing, 5 is missing, 6 is missing, and 8. So in here, C complement is 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So if we do the parentheses, we have A union B. So that means put them all together. So we're going to have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8 intersected with these two are union. So we're going to put them together. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So now we take the intersection of these two, which means what do they have in common? They have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, number 16. Draw a Venn diagram to show the set A intersected with B. Okay, so we have our Venn diagram. There's two sets, so I can draw it as follows: A and B. So what I find easier is to label these 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we can create our universal set is 1 through 4. A is 1 and 2, and B is 2 and 3. So if we want to find A intersected with B complement, Then B complement here is everything that's not in the set, which would be 1 and 4. So A is 1 and 2, intersected with B complement, which is 1 and 4. So what do they have in common? 1. So what that means is we would shade what they have in common, which was 1. So we come back to the Venn diagram and we shade everything that represents 1. Draw a Venn diagram to show the set A intersected parentheses B union C. So now we have 3 circles, so we can do the same idea. A, B, C. I'm going to label my regions here. I'm going to create my universal set as 1 through 8. A is 1, 2, 4, and 5. B is 2, 3, 5, 6. C is 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to be using C complement. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 8. Okay. So now I can do the operations. So they want us to do A intersected with B union C complement. So A is 1, 2, 4, and 5 intersected with B is going to be 2, 3, 5, 6 union with C complement, which is 1, 2, 3, and 8. So A is 1, 2, 4, 5 intersected. So this union with this is going to be everything in B and everything in the complement. So now we take the intersection. What do they have in common? 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, and 5. So we come to our Venn diagram and we're going to shade 1, 2, and 5. So that would be our answer. Draw 2 Venn diagrams to determine whether the following expression is equal for all sets A and B. So I'll draw my first Venn diagram. So here's A, B, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to write my universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4. A is 1 and 2, and B is 2 and 3. So A is 1, 2, intersected with B complement. B complement is 1 and 4. So what do they have in common? 1. So we're going to shade 1. Okay, so now we do the next one, A complement. So we need A complement is going to be 3 and 4. Union with B. B is 2 and 3. So union means to put together. So we're going to have 2, 3, and 4. So now we can see if it's equal. So I'm going to use a different color. So this one means to shade 2, 3, and 4. So if they were equal, we would end up with the same result here, which would mean that we just shade the same area. So these are not equal. Draw a Venn diagram with each of the elements in the correct region. So here we have A, B, and C. So first you want to see, do they have anything in common, like the three sets here? So we have nothing in common for all three. So now let's look at A and B. What does A and B have in common? Nothing. Okay, what does B and C have in common? 8. So we would place 8 right here. And what does A and C have in common? 10. So 10 would go here. Okay. So now for A, we're also going to have 2 and 12. For B, we have a 4. And C, we have 6. And now any numbers that we didn't use that are in the universal set. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 14 would be out here. Okay, the next one. So for this problem, this symbol means the cardinality of that set. So the cardinality of B is how many things are in B. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this here is going to be 5. And NC is 1, 2, 3. So my answer would be 8. Here we want to find the cardinality of A intersected with B. So first we need to know what A intersected with B is. So that's what they have in common. So we look at A and B. What do they have in common? Drama, psychology, and that's it. So drama and psychology. So now how many items are in this set? And we only have 2. Okay, in a survey of 400 investors, it was reported that 281 had invested in stocks, 230 invested in bonds, and 50 had not invested in either stocks or bonds. So what you want to do is draw a Venn diagram to kind of help us understand what the survey is showing here as far as how they were reported. So it says here, it was reported that 281 had invested in stocks, 230 invested in bonds, and 50 did not invest in either stocks or bonds. So let's call this S for stocks and B for bonds. So 50 did not invest in either one, so 50 would be down here. So since 50 did not invest in either one, we know we had 400 people that took the survey. So we subtract 400, then we're left with 350 people who completed the survey. So now, if you notice here, we have 230 that invested in bonds and 281 that invested in stocks. So if you add those two numbers, 230 plus 281, it's going to be way over the amount that we have left. So that means that some of these people are being reported twice. So to find that intersection, we can subtract 511 minus 350, and we get 161. So what this means is that 161 people actually invested in both. So if we look at stocks, 281 people invested in stocks, but we know 161 invested in both. So we're going to have 120 that did stocks, and then for bonds, 230 invested in bonds, but 161 also already were reported. So if we subtract, then we get 69. So to answer the questions, how many investors had invested in both stocks? We said 161. How many investors had invested only in stocks? So that's going to be 120. So to do this problem, we want to draw our circles. So we have PC World, PC Magazine, and television. Okay, so you want to start with all three sources. So that's going to be 83. So we're going to go ahead and write that number in the intersection of all three. Then we'll look for this number here. So that's World PC and Magazine. So that's 130 people minus the 83 that also included the TV. So we get 47. Now let's look at magazine and TV. So that's 133 minus 83. So that's going to give us 50. And then let's look at world and TV. So that's 170 minus the 83. So we get 7, 0, 16, 87. So now for the PC world, they give us 308. So we're going to take the 308 and we need to subtract these numbers in here since they're in the PC world. So if I add 47 plus 83 plus 87, I get 217. And if we subtract, we get 191. So then for the magazine, we have 260, but we need to subtract these three numbers here. So let's add 47 plus 83 plus 50. That gives me 180. So we get 80. And then the last one is the television. We have 370, but we need to subtract 87, 83, and 50. So 87 plus 83 plus 50 is 220. So if we subtract, we get 150. So now we need to add everything in the circles. So 91 plus 87 plus 83 plus 47 plus 80 plus 50 plus 150. That comes out to 588. And we said that there was 770 customers. So we're going to subtract. So we get 182 people that didn't use any of the three. So now to answer the questions, it says exactly how many survey customers know about computers because of exactly one of these forms of advertising. So these 91 people know because of the world, these know because of the 80 of the magazine, and these know because of TV. So if we add those three numbers together, then we're going to have 91 plus 80 plus 150, and that comes out to 321. So this answer is 321. And then letter B, exactly two of these forms of advertisement. So that's going to be this number here is two forms. This is two forms, and this is two forms. So we're going to add 87 plus 47 plus 50. And that comes out to 184. And then the last one, the PC world and neither of the other two forms of advertising. So they only want to know PC world. That's 91. Okay, so the next question is find A intersected with B. So here we would just want to know what they have in common. So the next question is A union B. So what they put them together. So 1, 4, 5, 7, and 8. And then the next one is what they have in common. So that's 5. And then the last one is what they have in common, which is nothing. So we can just write the empty set.